games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Penn State's offense will go to work first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback extends the play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Boilermakers offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool.
He's got it! Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grab behind the line. It's Hudson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. He'll cross that goal line. He'll take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense set on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. There he goes to the right. The 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now, oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Off play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the
up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They kick it away on 4th down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch at the 25.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Got it in the middle. It's Pena. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards. try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver
makes the grab, ready for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's McCovey. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Scrambling away. Pulls it in, it's Allen. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. final.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Purdue! The defense putting points on the board.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. He's chased out of bounds, but man, does that return set them up with spectacular field position at the plus 46. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Moving away from pressure. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Fires on the move. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. All by himself. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They go to the ground. There he goes. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Quick with the spin move. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. The give from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And his slips just inside that right upright. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Allen. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Singleton. Got his man in the middle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Mason. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about
Makes the grab at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Dropping back, it's Aller. Buys a little time with his feet. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they're punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job on the DB, securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
That's caught. It's Hudson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man covered.